Welcome back to another episode of Dr. Love, the Love Doctor. No, wrong channel. Okay, sorry. You're watching TitoFit. My name is Jerden Conde, and in this channel we talk about health, fitness, wellness, living your best life as a Tito or a Tita, and only natural stuff. No steroids, no PEDs. If you want to look for some freaks, this isn't the channel for that. Today we are still in lockdown, and I decided to make a video that had to do with answering a question sent to us through our Instagram account. So if you are not following us on Instagram, what the hell are you doing with your life? It's right there. Follow it. So this question comes from Patrick Carvajal. So it took me a while to answer it because it's freaking long. Good day. I discovered your channel a few days ago and find it very informative. That is why, without having second thoughts, I immediately clicked the subscribe button. Why, thank you. So if you are not yet subscribed, what the hell are you waiting for? Subscribe ka na dyan, okay? Subscribe. Meron dito sa baba, diba? So subscribe ka na kasi we come out with new videos every Wednesday and Saturday on most weeks. Alright, if we're a little too busy with the other stuff that we do, yeah, sometimes we miss days. But generally speaking, we have a lot of good content coming up, so don't forget. So he is 200 pounds. He wants to lose weight and improve strength in lifting weights and gain muscle at the same time. So he gave me his program. We're gonna post it here. Okay, his program, 5-day split. Started in January 2021, and he's happy with the results because he originally started at 204 pounds, and currently he is now at 185. Congrats! You're doing the work. You're getting good results. January to April, that's an average about 5 pounds a month. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. So it's typically very hard to lose that amount of weight if you have been doing this for a while. But that's what they call the beginner's honeymoon, or those beginner gains, or those beginner weight loss. Anyway, so it's always easier when you are beginning. So if you're watching this and you haven't begun yet, what are you waiting for? He has a little bit of equipment in his place. He has a foldable bench, dumbbells, and a walk pad. Nice. Food, he is in a caloric deficit, taking in 1,980 calories per day strictly. So source, internet calculation of needed calories based on age, height, and his target weight loss by the date. Now, if you are not yet doing that, if you're not tracking your macros, what are you waiting for? Yes, there are a lot of internet calculators that can help you with tracking your macros. We did a video about that, the Harris-Benedict equation. There's also the Mifflin-St. Jeor equation. So there's a couple of ways to do it, but everything is findable, easily found on the internet. Okay, if you're curious about flexible dieting or things like that, let us know in the comments. Do you want us to do a video about flexible dieting? Do you want us to do a video about some other diet? Some soup diet, some Cabbage Patch Kid diet. No, just kidding. So let's know in the comments below. Well, let's move to this workout program. Day 1 is chest and triceps. 2 exercises each, 3 sets of each with 15 reps. And then he has cardio. He walks 5.5 kilometers per hour for 40 to 50 minutes. So basically he gets 3 miles, which is about 4.8 kilometers or almost 5 kilometers. Okay. Day 2, core, lower body, 2 exercises each, same, 3 sets, 15 reps. Day 3, back and biceps, same, 2 exercises. Cardio, again. Then day 5, shoulders, 2 exercises each, 3 sets and 15. Wow, a dedicated shoulder day. And then cardio, 5.5 kilometers per hour. And rest day on day 6 and 7, optional cardio. Now, here's my thing. You're doing 5 workout days, and with 2 of those days being core and lower body. So I'm guessing he splits, I don't know here, it doesn't say, but I'm guessing you split your leg day into 2 because there's a lot of exercises involved, and there's more muscles, your quads, your hamstrings, calves. Some feedback. Congrats on losing that amount of weight in 4 months. That's really, really good. Now, he has notes here saying that he is a beginner lifting weights, but he's very mindful in executing the correct technique to establish the mind-muscle connection. So the mind-muscle connection is that when you lift weights, you have to make sure that you feel it in the muscle, and you are able to do that by concentrating on the muscle that you are working throughout the lift. such as when you're doing a bicep curl, you'll focus on the contraction being felt by the biceps in your mind, thereby increasing the intensity of said exercise. So he's doing a bro split. Reason behind it is that he gets easily exhausted. That's why he decided to use 70 to 80% instead of the max weight. Alright, so currently not taking or consuming whey protein and only relying on eggs, chicken breasts, tuna, and milk for protein. So his questions are, number 1, is it okay to lift weights and lose weight at the same time? Parentheses, I guess this will result in body recomposition. Well, what do you know? You answered your own question, so what the hell am I even here for? Okay. Number 2, is it okay to take or drink whey protein while you're losing weight? Alright, so let's answer these 2 questions. So first and foremost, thanks for sending this question. It took me a while to answer to it because I do other things, not just shoot videos. I do have a coaching practice as well, and it takes a lot of my time as well. And of course, there's other stuff. Now, for those of you who do know, this is a very, very, very detailed question. It's the most detailed I've ever had. It's actually not so long freaking essay. Okay, Patrick, I hope you're in college because you shouldn't be writing things like this because your boss might fire you one day if you write something this long. Bosses always say, get to the point. Okay. With regard to your 2 questions, yeah, of course, it's you can lose weight and lift weights at the same time. Ideally, that's actually what the perfect way to lose weight is. Remember this, that lifting weights will build muscle, and you're not supposed to avoid that even if you're trying to lose weight. The reason being that, okay, you can stay in a calorie deficit and you're gonna lose weight. That's without question. But what will your body look like if you don't lift weights? Remember that I just said that lifting weights builds muscle, and your muscles give a nice shape to your body. Now, if you just lose weight without having a proper amount of muscle or a significant amount of muscle, it's not gonna look too pretty. So you're gonna have a lot of loose skin as well in that process, especially if you're severely overweight. Now, if you're not severely overweight, like I don't know your height. Now, it says here that you started at 204 pounds. 204 pounds at 5'11" is not so bad, but 204 pounds at 5'5" is not so great. It's not gonna look so good. Now, if you lose 20 pounds, good on you. But yeah, I'd say lifting weights is not a question of should I or is it okay. It's more a matter of why the hell are you not lifting weights? But yeah, you are already lifting weights, so I don't get why you're even asking this question. Of course it's okay. Of course it's okay. And bodybuilders, during their cuts, they continue to lift weights. And if not, in fact, sometimes some of them even increase their volume of lifting weights. Now, with regard to your program, I'd say, even if you didn't ask it, my comment on it is that I think you're doing too few exercises for given body parts. It said here, like for example, for chest and triceps, that you do 2 exercises each, 3 sets of each exercise, and then 15 repetitions of each exercise. If you ask me, you can increase the number of exercises you do for chest, because the chest is a big muscle group, and triceps you can stay at 2 or even increase to 3. So if you were to ask me, I would probably do 3 to 4 exercises for chest and 2 to 3 exercises for triceps. Given that rep range of 3 sets to 15 reps, that's fine. You can even go as low as 12, 10, 8. If you're trying to get stronger, you can pyramid down to those sets. If you have the weights that are required to increase the poundage while pyramiding down, a pyramid is basically the number of reps go down for each succeeding set, but the weight goes up. So that's the pyramid. So for example, in the case of a bench press, you would start with 135 pounds for 12 reps. For the next set, you're gonna increase the weight by 10 pounds on each side, adding plates, so it'll become 155 pounds. But this time, you're only going to do 10 reps. And then the last set, let's say for example, you're doing 3 sets. On the third set, you're going to increase that weight again, let's say by another 5 to 10 pounds on each side. So you'd be lifting 165 or 175 pounds, but then you'll only be lifting for 8 reps. So that's what a pyramid set is. Now, if you have access to increasing weights or multiple sets of dumbbells, that's okay. But if not, yeah, sure. Lifting to failure, we already discussed that in another video about how many reps you should do. Now, of course, it depends on what weights are available to you. If you have very few weights, of course, you'll only be... The caveat is that you have to lift to failure, especially if the weight is light. Number 2, is it okay to take and drink whey protein while you're losing weight? And to that, I say, why the hell not? Alright? Whey protein is a very, very convenient way for you to reach your protein requirements for the day. A scoop of whey will net you about 20 to 25 grams of protein on average, with hardly any carbohydrates or hardly any fat for most brands of whey. So I'd say yes, of course. You know, if you weigh 184 pounds, I'm guessing that your protein requirements should be at around that weight, about 160 to 180 grams of protein on a daily basis. Now, given that you rely on chicken breasts, tuna, eggs, and milk, it's a very boring diet if you ask me. And how sustainable is it? That's always my question. The best diet is not Atkins or keto or not that. The best diet is the diet that allows you to stick to it for a long time. Sustainability is always key. That's not to say you can eat junk food all the time. That's why I like flexible dieting in a way, because it allows you to enjoy the foods that you want within reason. So if you're properly weighing and measuring your food, like the other day I weighed my ice cream. No kidding. I looked at the nutrition facts. I weighed my ice cream. I still had the necessary macronutrients allowed for that day. And guess what? I had fun. I mean, it really depends on the type of person that you are. This is going to differ. If you're the type of person who has a very addictive personality and has a hard time with self-control, I'd say maybe it's not a good idea. But if you have, if you can practice restraint on these foods that you like and not stuff your face, you know, flexible dieting might be good for you. So what I say to that, Patrick, is you're doing good. You're really doing good. I'd say maybe increase your training volume a bit, add some variety to your food as well. That's really, really boring. Sorry, but that's not gonna work for me. I've been in the fitness industry for the last 16 years, and I've seen a lot of people find success early on in their fitness journey when they're really, really excited, they're really, really motivated, they're seeing results. But at some point, your results will slow down, and you're not going to get as great of satisfaction seeing these results slow down. And sometimes, I'm not saying this will happen to you, but in some cases, this makes people revert back to the old habits which made them overweight in the first place. So that's not good. So I'd say that always find something sustainable. What are the foods that you enjoy? Find those foods within reason, consume them in the proper amount. I always say the best way to do it is always hit your protein requirements for the day, and then whatever remains in your caloric requirement, distribute that between your carbs and your fat. It really doesn't matter if you enjoy more fat or if you enjoy more carbs, as long as they're in the allowable number of calories, that's fine. Now, of course, you still want to focus on a lot of whole unprocessed foods for the majority of your meals, but a little treat every now and then won't hurt. In fact, it can actually help you stick to a diet for a longer period of time, and that will guarantee that you enjoy these results and that you get stronger over a longer period of time. Remember, fitness is not once you hit your goal, you stop. It's about a lifelong journey for most of us. I've been doing this for the last 20 years, and you know, that's not to say I haven't made mistakes during my time, but you know, I try to give you guys the shortcuts. Try not to make the same mistakes that I did. I tried a lot of diets here and there, things like that. Tried a lot of supplements, and in this channel, we're gonna try to dispel a lot of those myths so that you guys don't have to make mistakes anymore. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.